Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in. Today I would like to talk about the year of 2024 for the car company BMW. As I have just made for Mercedes, so now I would like to do another luxury brand, BMW. So first of all, the first card in this spread, Two of Pentacles, meaning before the year of 2024, BMW was trying to juggling between two things. Um, as you can see, uh, this person was very busy handling two things at the same time. I think it was a delicate situation. I don't exactly know what those two things were, but I believe that investors and customers of BMW they will know. Um, Two of Pentacles usually is not a permanent situation. Sometimes it is a compromising situation where because the final decisions are not being made yet, so they sort of have to juggling between two directions to gain the balance. Could that be electrify or uh, some kind of new technologies that might be sort of conflicting the the traditions of the company and the products. I think it could be possible. And also behind this person who is struggling to do things at a time, you can see the ocean behind this person. There are waves and also ships. So somehow the shipments and logistic issues came into play for BMW. I think for some regions they might experienced some kind of problems before. Maybe the importing and exporting um, could be an issue or could be something they were concerned about previously. Um, yeah, I I don't know if it's kind of far reaching, but I somehow I thought about the Brexit. Could that be something? Do they have divisions that are based in the UK or maybe affected by the Brexit? Um, I don't know. Could that be the case? Because when we're talking about logistics, it's possible that um, there might be some problems before. So the logistics side of things were not very stable for BMW. Um, yeah. So currently, the Empress is a major arcana. It is ruled by the planet Venus. Usually, it is about finances, money, the beauty. So, I think they're trying to beautify and improve the looks of the products um, to make them more attractive to new customers. Um, yeah, I think they want to do an overhaul. Like they feel like maybe some kind of designs, maybe they are outdated and they they don't see it as beautiful enough. So they would like to transform, um, the image of the car. Um, yeah. There is also an emphasis on money, making money. Um, but I feel like it's more about the design side of things. Eight of Swords crossing on top, it means interference and fear. Um, I don't know what kind of fear could that be. Maybe it's about something is breaking away from the traditional protocol. For instance, they used to make cars that look a certain way, so they all look kind of similar. Um, so I think they would like to follow the traditions, but somehow they are not fulfilled by the looks, the appearance of the cars. They have an awareness that they want to, spike it up, change it. Um, yeah, but they do have the fear. They don't know if the public, if the market is gonna accept the change, the new style. Seven of Cups on top of the spread means thinking, brainstorming. Um, the good side is they are very inspirational. They are very motivated to think about what are the possibilities in such a situation. The bad side is cannot come up with a concrete plan and directions. So, yeah. And then the Six of Pentacles at the bottom of the spread. It is about being generous, being giving in a situation. So, I feel like it might be related to the Two of Pentacles energy. It it is about the the transactional money. Could that be receiving or giving money to the subsidiaries, or being given money from the parent company, something like that. Um, there's also a possibility that they might um, make a choice that is gonna be benefiting everyone. And I don't know if this can be a recall or some enhancement of the feature of the cars. I don't think it is necessary to be a recall, but it's possible that at some point they will be, they feel like they want to be generous to the customers, so they would tell the customers that, oh, okay, we got this update. Please bring in the car, and then we're gonna, make it a better thing, something like that. Um, Six of Pentacles can also mean maybe they are exploring certain models that are cheaper for the people who are unable to afford a regular BMW. Um, they do care about the people who likes BMW but unable to afford it. So I think they care about those customers too. And indeed, because the Six of Pentacles is at the bottom of the spread, so that means this can be a major thing for BMW, which is to expand the customer base beyond luxury level. Um, I think yeah they will explore that um, uh, the models for you know for a cheaper price. I think they are also aware of this because of um, maybe some of their expectations on sales are lagging behind. So the fear they have can also be related to that. Um, yeah, because it's very clear that they are finding and searching for a way out. That's why the Seven of Cups energy is present. They it is kind of similar to Mercedes Benz. Um, but Mercedes Benz they are a little bit ahead because I see them taking actions towards the Seven of Cups energy, even though there will still be a lot of things up in the air. But for BMW, the Seven of Cups is um it's about the general situation. So and it does not have the support of the Two of Cups energy like the Mercedes Benz has. So even though they have a lot of thoughts, they are developing a lot of new ideas, but I don't think they have the same level of support as Mercedes. So Mercedes is able to, to collaborate with the others to bring in new ideas, or be kind of be humble about the situation. I think Mercedes is more humble about the situation. So they allow themselves to receive the new ideas and new collaborations, even though that might create instability. But for BMW, I don't see that type of openness. Um, because they are fearful. Eight of Swords energy, they are fearful. They don't know if they create such change, um, and if they embrace the new technologies, new ideas, could that be harmful for the company itself? I don't know. Maybe they are thinking about competing with Tesla. Uh, Maybe not confronting directly, but at least you know, getting involved with electric cars, those sort of things. So yeah, I feel like they are more like a follower in this case because of all the cards. Um, well, they might be leading the trend for the appearance of cars a little bit. But other than that, um, yeah, I don't think technologically they will be the pioneer. Yeah, but the looks of the cars can can arouse a lot of attentions and a lot of admirations. Okay, So Seven of Wands in the upcoming future position, it is about defending boundaries, uh, being defensive about some things. So I think they are overcoming some kind of fear, and they know that they have to defend their positions, um, in order to stay thriving. So they will be deviant about their situation. Um, Probably, you know what, when other companies are trying to do this, do that, or maybe experiment something new, I think BMW would likely, if they are being questioned, oh, why wouldn't you do this? Why wouldn't you do that? Like that other company, blah, blah, blah. They'll be like, oh, okay, so we have all these reasons to not trusting uh, these kind of new and unreliable technologies. We would like to stick to what we believe in. So I can imagine they will be saying something like that. Um, and in fact, it is because of them being fearful about the change. They don't know what's gonna happen if they follow the trend. They are not the pioneer of a lot of technologies nowadays, but perhaps because they once were, at some point they were the pioneer of something. Right now, they can be the pioneer of the looks, the design, but the technology side, they are not. So, but they never forget about themselves being the pioneer or the beacon of some sort. So if we expect them to follow the others, it can be, um, you know, kind of unrealistic because they have a great sense of self-awareness and they're proud of it. So they wouldn't change easily. That's the vibe. But Mercedes-Benz is ready for change. I think they are emotionally ready and practically ready also. But you know, for BMW, I don't think they are ready yet. Four of Wands in this spread means stability, family. Um, I don't know if they are trying to move the headquarters. It's possible that some of the factories will move, so the foundation of the company will actually be impacted too. Um, Also, there might be a focus of family oriented cars and the designs. Like they would consider more about the babies, the comfort of the elderly people in the family. Um, yeah, that side of things. Whatever things that are needed by a general family, they will consider them, to accommodate them. The moon card, it's about subconscious, the unknown, and it's kind of unpredictable energy. So from the outside, from the outsiders, this year the outsiders would see BMW as not quite stable somehow. Um, and probably this is because of the lacking in direction, which is represented by the Seven of Cups. Like, people will feel like, oh, they don't know what they're doing 100%. Um, yeah, there is a sense of a little bit of disorientation because they have the fear and they are aware that something is changing, but they kind of lagging behind on on an emotional level, lagging behind. Um, and I would say they are kind of in a passive position when dealing with some changes that are coming up this year. And they feel like they have the time to respond. So, but at the same time, they feel the pressure. They are fearful about the situation. Um, but do I think they're gonna make a lot of changes? I think they're gonna defend themselves. I don't know if they're gonna do a lot of changes to defend themselves. Maybe, but for some reason, I feel like they would, mm, because of the resistance of change. I think they would more likely to, um, use particular ways to explain why they are not following this trend, that trend. I think more is about the explanation than the actual action because they have the limitations. Um, I wonder if they are actually facing difficulties to transform some things that are required to transform. Maybe they have contractual agreements with the suppliers, or maybe there are obligations that needed to be dealt with. So this can also contribute to the Eight of Swords energy, which is the interference and the fear, because they probably they don't have all the power to to make to make decisions. They have to take care of the shareholders or whatever. So it's not like if they want to follow the trend, then they can easily follow. It's not like that. They have a lot of considerations. Um, and because of the Seven of Cups energy, it it feels kind of stuck. There are things that BMW will get stuck this year, um, because they probably have a hard time to respond to the situation. Um, or maybe feeling difficult to respond to the trend that that is ongoing right now. So, um, and they're kind of deviant about following the trends. That's why um, the Five of Swords shows up. A couple of ways we can look at it. First of all, because it is after the Moon card, it can actually mean that something that deeply associated with BMW, they just not they they think it is fighting for a lost cause. So they just gonna, let go of a situation. Not gonna fight about it. They feel like, okay, it's enough. So no need to, keep doing it. So on the other hand, the Five of Swords can also mean arrogance. Um, And I have to say, in this spread, the the Empress is number 3. Six of Pentacles, you can see 3 people in a picture. Five of Swords, also 3 people. So I wonder if there will be a transformation of an alliance among 3. Can be more than 3, but usually it's about 3 sides. Can that be government and a car manufacturer and the customer? These type of 3 elements, but it can also be something else. Yeah, and I think BMW themselves, they are not very confident, actually. That's why the Eight of Swords is appearing. And the Five of Swords also shows the lack of confidence. Even though somebody won the war, won the battle, but um, you know, one person is being left behind because he or maybe they they hold their principles overly, tight. So the others would feel like, oh well, it's so difficult to collaborate and cooperate with you, then why don't we just go? So there will be situations like that. Um, if I think in their existing partnerships, there might be some shakeups um, because of them being deviant about the principles of the company, and uh, some of the partnerships they will feel like they are being too stubborn. So yeah, some partnerships will find a way out, and uh, I believe that there will be new partnerships, but if there are new partnerships, those will be different from previous. Um, Nine of Cups at the end of this spread, it is about wishful thinking coming true. So I believe that there is something good that will actually become the true. Um, there can be also an emphasis on gas, because Nine of Cups is a cup card, and cup energies is associated with water and emotions. So, um, could that could that be an introduction to a new type of feel? Um, yeah, it is possible. Um, I also believe that there is some kind of completion that BMW is experiencing this year, and definitely somehow they will feel happy about it, because they didn't feel like it was gonna get through, but somehow it get through. So this can be a little bit a positive surprise for the company. Um, so in general, I think BMW this year is not too open-minded because they're fearful about the situations, and but the situations that they are fearful about uh, is not gonna be very obvious for the public. The public will only think, oh, okay, they just not being very stable, um, maybe lay low, and then not you know not being expressive about the situation. But for the company itself, they have the fear about something, and also having difficulties in, gathering all the thoughts. So yeah, but the good side is they have a lot of thoughts. They are still on the path of discovery. So yeah, this is my analysis for BMW in 2024. If you like this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. If you like the content, please consider subscribing. I would really appreciate that. Um, I appreciate your time and patience, and I wish you all the best, and see you next time.